Okay, let's start with XP. Gustav, what are you buying?
I'm gonna bank it for now.
Okay, Johannes?
Well, I'm considering banking because all I really have left to buy is maybe plus 10% heal or mighty shot.
Okay.
And I believe my
Your rifle is gem. Yeah, gemmed.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So I think I'll just bank it for today.
Sure. Lambert, what about you?
Banking.
Okay. Who's making notes?
This will be my last.
Okay, your third, you mean. Okay. Sure. Right. So last time you were trying to escape Temple of Tepok and return to the ship, the Maiden of Manann, but of course the lizardmen are not making it, and they're not making it easy, and so you,
It's just not very neighborly of them.
No, they really want you to stay. So first they sent a cohort of skinks, and then when that didn't work out, they sent a Croxigore. A really big lizard with some skinks attached. However, you are not alone. You have the captain with you. There's also good Dr. Vakliger, and a couple of deckhands. Literally a couple. There are just two left. And yeah, you're doing all you can. So first of all, I would like for you to remind me on which turn did we end last time, because that is rather important.
1 sec. Pull up notes, I can tell you.
Sure.
Alright, let's see here.
Pretty early into this combat, I think. This is the second combat on these.
My turn counter for this one was turn 7.
Turn 7, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, we spent the entirety of last time in combat.
Yep. Okay, let me see.
The initiative from last time? Just so
Yes, we are keeping the initiative, yeah.
Right. It's all in the notes.
Yeah.
Pull that up.
Okay, sure. I will also need to check my notes very quickly. Right. So, I think we ended like the full turn. So we start from the beginning. Who's first? I believe it's probably Lambert, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think you've discharged both of your pistols, or did you manage to reload them? I don't remember.
I have only shot one. The other one was empty when we started that fight.
Sure.
With the score. Is this is the map that's up current?
Yes.
Is that where we were?
The map is 100% current. Yeah.
Let me take a look here real quick.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to go over here.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I didn't touch the map because
I had a plan at the end of last turn, and I have no idea what that plan was now.
I am going to. Oh no, I remember what I was doing. I had holstered them at the end of my last turn. I was going to draw out my sling.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sling. True.
So I guess I've got my sling out.
Yep.
We will load it and start swinging. We're going to aim for the Croxigore this time, but we're not going to be firing yet.
Don't you have rapid reload?
I do have rapid reload.
Yeah, so you spend a single, a quick action, one of your 2 quick actions to reload that. Which means that if you had it before in your hand, you can aim and fire without any problems.
Oh, okay, so I can fire here.
And I presume that you also have quick draw, which also means that you can put away and draw your weapons as a free action. You remember, you guys have 2 free actions per turn. So yeah.
So I have sharpshooter, which gives me a plus 20 BS when aiming.
Yes.
But this is also a thing in combat, so I gotta
remember
minus there.
You can just fire, and then I will randomize that. But of course, I presume that you don't want to do that.
I'd rather take the penalty to try and hit the thing I want to hit
Okay.
than being one of my buds.
Yeah.
But
it's a minus 20 if you fire in combat, even if you aim, because you are practically firing into a swirling melee. But because of that,
Right.
you won't be able to hit someone that you don't want to hit, unless, of course, perhaps you botch.
further minus 10 because of the poison.
Yeah. I believe that you have this poison thing. Yeah. So minus 30 total. So that's the biggest modifier that you can have anyway.
Right. So I roll under a 50. That's not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get over here. All right.
Nice.
Hey.
And it's a headshot. Very nice. That's huge. Roll damage in that case.
Damage is 1d10, but the damage for the sling is 3.
Makes sense. Oh.
Uh,
Alright, so unfortunately...
Can't luck a damage roll, can I?
No, you can only luck
that's true.
statistic. Yeah.
It's on his head, though. Does it get through at all?
No, because how headshots work is that you add strength plus d10, which is total 4, and then you deduce toughness and armor, which this thing has quite a lot, so it just bounced off its head. But that was a very good shot, by the way. I mean, 30-0-3, which is reversed. Yeah.
I open every combat with a banger.
Yeah, so you swung the sling over your head, because I think you have this like piece of cloth that you put a stone into, and you fire it away. Yeah, and you launch it towards this huge, horrible lizard creature, and unfortunately you saw that it just bounced off its eyebrow. Like, this thing has huge scaly eyebrows. It practically didn't even notice that, because it's very determined to kill the captain, actually. But that was a good shot. Also remember, guys, those of you who use missile weapons, remember about ammunition. And after that we have... Who's next? I don't remember who's next after.
I close the notes. Let me open.
Let me check. Okay, it's Gustav with 57. I have it. I've opened the notes.
Okay,
Gustav,
okay.
what's your plan? I remember that you've already burned one fate after a skink tried to javelin you. But what are you doing, Bran? I presume that you're trying to attack the Croxigor, right?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and feign attack it.
Okay. So you don't want it to dodge or parry. Okay, so this was a weapon skill roll, I presume. What this means is that now I have to roll for his weapon skill, which is not very high. You've passed. You rolled better. You have you have 2 clubs, right? You are armed.
Roll yet? Did I?
No, you
Did I
rolled
roll?
like D100 6.
Okay, I was hovering right over the.
Let's say that this is the roll.
Yes.
Yeah, let's say that this is the roll. It's all fine. Yeah, so you're swinging both of your clubs in this circular motion, making the creature not able to concentrate on any single one at a time, and so you go past its defenses, and now you can strike. What this means is that now you have to roll weapon skill for normal strike, and I can't do anything with it. I can dodge it, and I can't parry it. So yeah.
It's not much.
Yep. You can reroll that, of course, if you want.
Do I get any benefits from?
Oh yeah, actually, sorry. That's a very good question. You get +10 from the captain, +10 from what's B? I think B is.
Is it one of the mates?
No. D is deckhand. Who the fuck is B? Wait.
Bill.
Oh, Bill. Okay, yeah.
I
You've
make it if I get +20.
Yeah, you got +10, so you made it. Yeah, because Bill and Captain are fighting this thing. So yeah, of course. What this means is that you've managed to connect with the creature's arm. Now please roll damage. He doesn't. Well, he can't dodge or parry. So.
Oh boy, boys. Could be one of those.
You've launched yourself at this monster, and probably yelling something unintelligible, you struck the thing. It was like striking a slab of metal with your wooden clubs. Not very effective, but yeah.
Hands make light work. We just gotta all do this.
So now it's Dr. Vakliger actually. Dr. Vakliger is actually rather heavily wounded, and she's fighting a skink together with a deckhand. So, if I recall correctly, she didn't have any weapon in hand. What this means is that she's trying to beat this thing to death with her fists. That's what she's going to do. No. Like, none of you can even see that. Maybe Lambert, maybe you took a glance to your left and you can see this elderly alcoholic woman just, pummeling or trying to pummel down the diminutive creature with her bony hands, but it's...
That's a drinker's first mistake, man. Drunks can't fight for shit.
Yeah, it's... The alcohol gives you false sense of power.
Humans.
Yeah.
Drunk humans.
A drunk...
Slayer, though. Man, I really want that Slayer back.
Yeah, a drunken dwarf or a drunken goblin, for sure, but not a drunk human. Unfortunately, yeah, Dr. Vakliger didn't do too well. Mother Akela ran away from combat. We all remember that, although we do try to forget that. Because I think I've botched her roll on a fear test when the Croxigor arrived. That was pretty funny. Yeah. And so now the skinks. The skinks, they are mostly armed with, like the two skinks at the top are armed, and one on the bottom are armed with short-bladed obsidianite daggers, and two with J are of course armed with javelins. So let's go from top to bottom. The one at the top, I'm going to randomize this for fun and profit. 150, he's going to shank the deckhand. No, he's going for Dr. Vakliger with a 69. That is unfortunate when I try to imagine that. So I'm going to roll. No, the one at the bottom, who's K? Jesus Christ, all those... K. Oh, Croxigor, okay. It's Croxigor, yeah. Who's K? I don't know.
And I was hoping that the S was skink and not Saurus.
No, it's skinks, fortunately, not Saurus. Although that would be funny. So yeah, the skink is trying to kill the deckhand by stabbing him. Ooh! And aiming for the legs. The deckhand will attempt to dodge. No dice. So the dagger. Nice. That's relatively high roll, but the skinks only have 2 strength, which makes them weak. Weak. So 8 minus 4, so it's 4 total. 1 goes through, and now I need to roll for toughness test. No, so another, if I recall correctly, 3 go through. 5. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So Gustav, under the massive creature's armpit, you saw that one of the small lizards was able to stab the sailor fighting right next to Bill in the leg. The man yelled in pain, and you can see that the skink essentially just plunged the dagger into the middle of his leg with one hand, then quickly moved to the right and took it out with his left hand, essentially doing this flashy, this flashy movement. The man stumbled. He's still standing, but the amount of blood coming from his leg is substantial. What this means is that he only has 6 HP left. Now the skink. Whoa! That's not good. That's not very good at all. I think I know what I'm going to do in a second. I'm just going to do this. It's much easier that way.
Take a screenshot of that.
Yeah. This javelin wielding skink, he's going to produce another missile, and he's going to aim, and that's it. He's not going to do anything else. And the one fighting at the very bottom. Oh, actually, there are two. Who's Jay? Oh, it's Johannes. Well, of course, it's Johannes.
Yeah.
Of course, Johannes. So you have two skinks on you. One armed with a knife, one armed with a javelin. So the javelin-armed lizard is trying to skewer you. But we shall see how well he'll fare. I believe that you managed to wound it pretty badly last time with your sword when you charged it. That's why it has only 5 HP left. So he's going to aim. No, completely. The blow was very wild. You've anticipated it. You've managed to sidestep it without any problems. However, there's the one with blowpipe. That said, I will say that he's going to move towards Marla, which gives you a free attack. As it's trying to move past your flank towards the girl, you have a single strike on your basic weapon skill. If you want, you don't have to, of course, take it, but
I definitely do.
Sure.
Gotta fail.
Yeah, you can reroll that, or you can let it. You can keep it as this.
I'll let it go. Since we've been having such great luck rolling already this morning, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's morning on your side, but here it's late evening. Always good. Yeah, you try to decapitate the creature. The skink simply went down to the ground, and on all fours, it scrambled towards Marla and is trying to slash her with the dagger. Actually, I think he just managed to land a blow. No, it didn't. They have really low weapon skill. You are too busy fighting your assailant, Johannes. However, you perhaps, stow a glance over your shoulder. Marla just in time managed to jump away as the dagger went for her jugular. Fortunately, the creature missed. Now, after skinks, we have Marla, actually. Marla has a single attack only. Although she did rather well last game, I do remember that. So she's going to... she has a shield. She's going to aim and attack. And she's shouting, "Hang on, Johannes, I'm coming!" And she'll try to gut the skink. The skink can only really dodge. They don't have offhand weapons. What this means is that that's I mean, that's how you do it. Okay. Yeah, without a reroll, but honestly, she has strength 4. My god. So that she practically eviscerated the creature just with a single slash of her short sword. She dispatched it without any problems, kicked the body from her blade, yelled something unintelligible, and she will try and aid you next time. So after that we have you, Johannes.
Okay. I would like to swift attack the dude in front of me.
No, without any problems. Roll weapon skill first roll, then second. Remember about your modifiers, of course.
Yeah, minus 10, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
So miss with the first one.
Let me quickly check if it's minus 10. I think it is, but I just want to make sure. Johannes, yeah, you have minus 10 to all stats. Only to all stats, so that's not bad. Second. By 1.
Oh, I missed by 1.
Yeah. You've rolled first one went low towards the creature's legs. It jumped over your blade. The second one, you tried to pierce it, all the way through. It simply moved to the left, although your sword did scrape the scales on its small body. It chirped in a surprise, but it still It's still in the action. Now it's Bill. Bill will...
This thing stunt on you with the cha-cha slide.
Yeah. Bill will make an all-out attack as he's only on 4 HP and he's just Lambert and Gustav. You see that because you're closest to this man. He's just raising his cutlass. He's yelling something completely maniacal, almost like one of the berserkers from the north, and he's trying to slash the Croxigor with his weapon. Oh, nice, 0-1. Croxigor won't do anything. I mean, they are not especially smart, so I'll say that they are not trying to. He's not trying to dodge or anything. That perhaps did some damage. Perhaps Bill Shaft has... Oh, he has 2 attacks actually. Oh, okay, I've wrote. Okay, toughness, strength. 7 strike, mighty blow. No. So let's see. Oh no, he didn't do anything, unfortunately. Yeah. Once again, Lambert, Gustav, you saw that the Bill chopped his cutlass down at the creature's neck. It simply bounced off the scales, and those bony spurs that come from from the top of this monster's neck. Unfortunately, the cutlass simply didn't manage to penetrate. So there is that. And finally we have 2 deckhands, and then there will be Croxigor, and then there will be next round. So deckhand number 1 will aid Dr. Vakliger with trying to strike the skink. He did. Skink perhaps will attempt to dodge. No, it failed, I think. They don't have dodge, but they do have rather high... yeah, it failed by 2. So... 8 total minus... Oh, nice! So that's a very... that's a powerful blow. Okay, and deckhand standing right next to Bill. He will attempt to slay the dagger-wielding skink, and perhaps also declare a parry action for next round because he took some damage. Okay. Okay, the skink is dead. I'm not going to roll damage because 0-1 means that he deals automatically 2 plus 3 means 5. They have 2 toughness and he has 1 health. Although, you know what, for shits and giggles. Yeah, whatever. Lambert, Gustav, you saw that the deckhand that was just stabbed in his leg, he simply removed the skink's head with a single slash. The creature, well, its body falls to the ground. Its head rolls on the vine-covered stone. It's completely dead. Very well. And now it's Croxigor time. Now Croxigor has potentially 4 targets, so I'm going to roll d4. Starting, Gustav, you're number 1, Van der Beek is number 2, Bill is number 3, and Deckhand is number 4. So, let's see. Number 1, congratulations. So Croxigor is eyeing you, Gustav, with its, large reptilian eyes. He's raising the huge double-handed club, which is bigger than a grown man, and he's delivering 3 mighty strikes towards you. First one.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Okay, the first one I'm going to roll for botch. Nice.
Eat shit, you fucker.
This is the Rat Ogre paradox. Rat Ogres from 2nd edition are supposed to be very good, but they have like 20 weapon skills, so... Yeah, when you try to do anything with them, they just fail miserably. Okay, I'm going to roll d10. Let's see. The lower the worst. Oh, actually is not that bad, I think. And number 8. What this means... okay, so please note that the creature is not attacking next turn. This turn it's
stupidity check.
Yeah, this turn it can still attack, but next turn, what happened, Gustav, is that the first strike you jumped to the side, and the blow was so powerful that it cracked the stone in a place where you were standing just a split second ago. The creature evidently put too much force into it, and it just grunted in pain. It probably overexerted itself. However, almost practically, spinning around its own axis, it removed the club from the stone and is trying to desperately kill you with its second strike. No, and its third strike, which is very low. There's a very low chance. No, all 3 strikes, massive swooshs, miss you completely, which is very, very good. Now, next turn, Lambert. You saw what happened. You can see that this thing actually it looks dazed and confused. It blinks and just and snarls almost like it doesn't know where it is. What are you doing?
Same thing, baby.
Okay, you load another stone. Remember, if you have multiple shots, if you have multiple attacks, you can technically even launch, I think, 2.
I do have. I have attacks. Yeah, I have 2 attacks.
Yeah, because if a sling uses a single action to reload, it turns into free action. You have 2 free actions. What this means is that you can make multiple attack, like swift attack with missile weapons, by reloading twice very quickly. You can do that. Just remember that second strike will be doesn't
10, right?
Yeah, but doesn't really matter because I think it's already minus 30 total.
Yeah, so it's already maxed out.
Yeah.
So
actually, sorry, no. Remember, not minus 30. You have minus 20 to your test, and you have minus 10 to your ballistic skill. So that's different. And this is why it's different right now, because with your second strike you have minus 30 to your test and minus 10 to your ballistic skill additional. That's the thing.
So it'll be under a 50 and then under a 40.
Yeah.
All right.
I still think it's worth it.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
This first one. Can I say something before?
Yeah, of course.
I fire?
Sure. No problem.
You look a little dazed, bud. You need more iron in your diet. And sling a bullet at him.
Very good.
That's a hit.
Nice. Roll damage.
10.
Yes, please.
6.
For a total of 9.
Damage 3, so 9.
You have mighty shot, I believe, right?
I
I think you don't. I think you had.
don't. Do I? I don't
We
see
had
it.
sharpshooter.
Yeah, I have sharpshooter, not mighty.
Okay. So for a total of 9, which means that 2 go through. Very nice. It's on 10 right now. Okay. Roll second time.
And second roll under a 40.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Unfortunately. So the first one, you've managed to hit it right under the knee, and you obviously did some damage because this thing just bent over and actually emitted this low growl. Like it's a huge creature, so even low growl can be heard very well from where you're standing, obviously of pain. And you see that from the wound right under its knee, there comes this trickle of dark blood. So good job. Right now we have Gustav. What are you doing?
I'm probably feeling pretty emboldened, like Renaud is on my side here. So
Obviously.
I'm going to try to feign it again. I'm gonna meow like a cat this time and
Oh no! He's a fairy!
his gamer earphones with the kitty ears on them.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're meowing and you're making a feint. Okay. What is this game even? I don't know.
Gustav is now a furry.
It's so strange.
Hey, while this is going on, I'll be right back. I'm still getting aftershocks from my sickness. I'll be back.
No worries. Take care, man. Well, you failed the feint, but you can still attack, because remember, feint is just a single action. The second action is always the attack. So.
Okay. Regular attack then.
No worries. You have plus 20 from Bill and from the captain.
Okay.
Nice! The creature is not going to do anything. Yeah.
I don't think he can he? He doesn't have. He can't do anything this turn.
No. He can. Like, remember, in my games, you can always dodge. You just dodge.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have the dodge, you use half agility. But the Kroxigor, they are not very smart. They are like living battering rams. So he's not exactly, the master tactician. What this means is that it's probably too stupid to even realize that you're trying to club it, which means roll for damage. Roll damage, sorry. Oh, nice! 9 plus, you have probably 4, right? Or 5?
4, I think. Let me check though. Strength 4, yeah.
Yeah, first. So 13 total. That's huge, actually. That's huge. With this mighty strike, you felt the creature's ribs and probably something else break under its skin. It vomited this small trickle of slime and blood from its maw and emitted this sound. It's obviously in pain. It stumbles, swaying from left to right, bleeding from quite a few wounds. Actually, it looks like it's almost on its last legs. So that was very nice. Yeah. I think you did the most damage with a single strike to it, actually. Which is sweet. Now, Dr. Wackliger, and you can hear from your left, Gustav, "Why don't you fucking die?" Something like that. As your boss is trying her best. Yeah. To get a botch. She's trying her best to just get a botch. And that said,
have to re-examine her life choices if she survives this.
Yeah.
Lay off booze.
What this means is that Dr. Wackliger, she tried to kick the creature in the head, and however she stumbled or maybe slipped on the slippery stone, moist jungle stone, probably also covered in blood, and she practically fell back, only keeping her balance at the very last second. What this means is that next turn she will be last in the initiative. Yes, don't drink and fight. That's actually a very, very wise advice. Now, skinks. The skink will once again I will randomize. The skink will actually try to finish the deckhand, the topmost skink. Sorry. Yeah, goes for the head just in time. The deckhand will attempt to dodge. And he managed to just in time, fortunately, because he was only on 2 HP. So the blade aimed for his eye, went past his ear barely. Now the javelin wielding skink, he will throw the javelin, and I will say that he will throw the javelin at the captain, and he was aiming before. So right now. Doesn't matter. Minus 20, so the javelin flew between you and the captain, Gustav, missing you by a hair's breadth, fortunately. Now, the skink that's fighting you, Johannes, he's going to attack and parry.
Okay.
So, it's clear that this creature is not feeling too confident given what's happening and what happened to his comrade. You heard more than so, that Marla dispatched it. That said, it's still trying to hurt you. But fortunately for you, your mastery of the blade and buckler is absolute, and you are able to block every single strike. Now Marla, she's too close for the charge. That said, she will advance and strike. Right to your right to your right. The girl appears. Puffing and huffing heavily, and saying, "I've got you, Johannes," as she's trying to strike down the creature and completely fails. The blow was too wide and simply went to the creature's right. But that said, you are now ready to kill it, and you have plus 10% from Marla because you are fighting the same enemy.
Alright. So, let's go. Swift attack.
Sure.
Miss. And second one, come on. Oh, I missed twice.
Yeah, remember, because all of you are practically fighting in a very hostile environment, and you are tired, you are hungry because the rations that you've been on for quite some time, they just barely keep you standing. Not to mention the thirst is ever present, and the heat, and the humidity. You never felt that bad before, Johannes. What this means is that your sword arm, is just tired. You are swinging the weapon. Unfortunately, those creatures, they are born of this jungle, and they probably they don't suffer from the same afflictions that you do. That said, it is obvious that the skink is not feeling too comfortable right now, having two combatants on him. Okay, so after that we have Bill. Bill will aim an attack, actually, so get mine plus 30. With his cutlass, a single strike goes through. The Croxgore won't try and dodge, and so nice. So it's 12 total. Okay, yeah. And what happened, Gustav? When you broke the creature's ribs, Bill jumped from the other side and, using both hands, inserted, or rather rammed the cutlass point first between the ribs on the other side, piercing the creature's torso and probably just splitting every single important internal organ inside. The Croxigore roared in pain, buckled, took a few shaky steps back and fell on its back with this loud crash. Dead. So, Bill just killed Croxigore after Gustav wounded it very, very badly. Like, Brian probably dealt the most damage to this creature with a single strike.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Just shows that, pacifists are the most dangerous people alive. Then hippies. So, after that, we now exit initiative. Because with the Croxigore killed, with this huge lizard killed, the rest of the lizardmen, at least the ones that you were fighting, lost all will to continue to continue combat, and they just broke away from you and ran towards the moat. What this means now is that I'm going to remove all those trackers and everything here because that's not important anymore. The tracker advanced to the last tick, beep, or whatever you want to call it. Congratulations, you did extremely well. And so given that you are victorious, I am going to now tell you how this went. You now have a clear route to the caves. You go, of course, you run towards the exit. The Black Griffins also make a fighting retreat from the pyramid, fighting the lizardmen all along the way, discharging their weapons and slashing at the creatures with their swords. Eventually, once you go up one of the huge serpent monoliths that leads to the cave, and you are inside, the mercenaries set off the barrels of black powder as planned, and they collapse the entrance behind them. The explosion is huge, of course. It's deafening. Small stones rain down from the ceiling, and perhaps for a split second, maybe some of you are afraid if the whole place won't come down on your heads, but such is not the case. So actually that's good. What this means is that who's taking care of the notes when it comes to casualties?
Well, I was. Let me get something to write with real quick.
Because you now need to tell me how many of the griffins are left, and we'll need to do some math very quickly.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Sure.
Where I wrote it down is in another room. Alright.
So what happened was that the Black Griffins are still holding out when the signal is given that the evacuation to the caves is complete. Axelhorst sounds the retreat on his bugle, and the survivors fall back in good order towards the cave, covering each other's retreat. What's so the best possible outcome that you guys were able to get. That was another route. So now I quickly read this thingy here. The last few inches of fuse burn down and the cave mouth disappears in a blast of fire and falling rocks. When the echoes of the explosion die away, a thick silence descends. The roars of the reptiles outside shut out behind a thick mound of rubble. Without the moonlight from outside, the interior of the cave is pitch black. It takes a moment or two before any of the survivors kindles a light. They look around at one another, their skin stained with blood and gun smoke. There are far too many faces missing, but as more torches are lit, the faces that remain turn to the heavy chests carried out by the captain's men. They have made it out with a king's ransom in lizardman gold, and beyond the gold, the large wooden box that holds the magister's mummy looms large. And really there's silence in the caves except for Colonel Neuwald, who is probably still high on adrenaline, and she's raging under a rockfall blocking the cave entrance. Beasts! You think we are beaten? I'll make you pay for this! I'll have your heads mounted on my wall! That said, as her exhaustion and injuries begin to catch up with her, her men draw her away. No one wants to hang around to see if the lizardmen know another way in. Okay, so Sean.
Okay, yeah. So I was looking through my notes, and the last notes I have is that 3 Black Griffins and 2 sailors died, except for the fact that Gustav saved them. So now I'm looking where. Yeah, I don't know how many.
Okay.
Okay,
They died, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They died, but they didn't. Yeah. So let me get to this other one. Okay.
Oops, not this one.
So I have here so far that got 5 sailors missing, and then I have to go back to Ulrich's site.
Okay, so let me just say when you get this shown, it's all fine. But when it comes to the casualties, less than half of Black Griffins fell. So still quite a few, but they did took like the majority of the of Quadzli's cohort on themselves. And when it comes to the crew, the deckhands, approximately 10% of those remaining were killed, mostly by the skinks, who were harassing them as they were moving towards the cave entrance with you guys. However, Johannes, when all of you are moving through the pitch black caves, of course you have some like light sources, torches, lamps, stuff like that. You can see that quite few of your of your comrades from the Black Griffin company, they never left the temple. They just they were killed there, unfortunately. Brothers Horst are still alive. Colonel Neuwald is still alive. But the casualties are massive. However, without, as I mentioned once already, without their sacrifice, probably none of you would be able to retreat. The lizardmen were very numerous, and so we are. Which day is it right now? Can you tell me?
Yes, I think I can. No, not that one. Sorry.
No worries.
We are...
I think it should be first of a month, but I don't remember which month.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we were. Yeah, it's the first of Nachhexen.
Yeah, exactly. So that was first of Nachhexen. You are making your way back to the ship. Now, Dr. Vakliger is still alive, Gustav, and even though she's been wounded, you can see that she's limping on. Of course, there is no time to help any of the people, any of the wounded, and actually most of the expedition members are wounded right now after this fight and flight. You guys are wounded as well, and we'll go back to you and and Poison Rose in just a second. When it comes to Klaus von Stiftanzer, Lambert, fortunately for you, it looks like the wizard, when he got his mummy, he practically he doesn't care about you anymore. He's forgotten about you completely. That said, none of you noticed him during the battle, and very quickly rumors emerged that he just kept very closely to the crate with the mummy, not participating in combat in any way, which of course quite a few of the expedition members, mostly deckhands, sailors, found to be rather shitty on his behalf. After all, he's a trained Imperial Magister, and he didn't participate in any way. So when you are going through the caves, during short stops, you can hear the sailors mumble to each other that perhaps some of them some of their comrades would still be alive if Klaus, wasn't such a bitch, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yep.
Totally.
Yeah.
But he was.
That guy to fight, he bitched out every day.
Yeah, but he was just making sure that nothing would happen to Xathrodox remains. Okay, so what this means now is that we are starting another, maybe not chapter, but another paragraph of this of chapter 4. The paragraph is called "Flight to the Coast." Now it takes. Actually, sorry. Before we go through this, if you want to RP in any way, go for it. Remember, you have some time before you leave the caves. The trek through the caves will actually take 2 days, and of course there will be stops along the way. You can't march non-stop for 2 days; it's impossible. So, if you guys want to say anything, do anything, by all means. Starting maybe from left to right, Gustav.
I'm pretty quiet unless there's a conversation going on. I'm with my own thoughts.
You at some point you feel excuse me, a hand on your shoulder. Sailor, you hear Captain's voice.
I turn around.
You see in the gloom, in the weak light of a nearby torch, you see Captain Van der Beek. At this point, most of you and quite a few of other expedition members have been patched up by you and by Dr. Vakliger Gustav. Including Van der Beek. You can see that the captain is looking at you. I saw what you did during that fight with this monster. How you delivered the punishing blow that allowed Bill to finish it off. You have my respect, son. Before that, I thought that you were no good troublemaker. But I can see that you have a warrior spirit in you. That's good. And he, slaps you rather hard on the shoulder, perhaps slightly too hard. That's good. I'll be keeping my eye on you. I'll need men like you in the future. And you can see that he smiled at you with this rather. It's not like this was an unpleasant smile, intentionally, by intention, but it's kind of creepy, especially since he showed his teeth, and you can see once again that he doesn't have his right fang. It's like he probably lost it during some kind of a brawl, but it looks very unsettling. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Brian. You were saying something before. Sorry.
I'm not looking him directly in the eyes, and I'm kind of expressionless, and I say, "Will that be all, sir?"
Yes. Carry on. And with that, he goes somewhere else.
When I turn around, I roll my eyes.
Oh, warrior spirit! Oh, warrior spirit right here. The old spirit warrior among us. Oh, with golden idol. They should make you a king.
Marla says, "Yeah, Gustav, you certainly did a good impression on the captain." She says,
You certainly killed the hell out of that thing.
"Yeah,
Have fun sleeping, all right. You killed the shit out of it. You murdered it."
I mean, we all did quite a bit of killing," says the girl.
Animal cruelty is still a form of killing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I put down at least 3 of those monsters. I felt kind of good, It's like I imagine that I was killing those bastards from the wand, the ones who took over. Of course, I don't mean the patrons. Yeah.
Bloodlust.
Yeah.
So, well, we're not keeping score here, Marla.
Oh, well, and she shows you the blade, which has like 3 notches on the flat. We don't?
No. That's very amateur to keep score.
Oh, Alright.
A professional soldier like me, for instance, I don't have time to count how many kills I had
You're a
during this
soldier, my
battle.
ass. You've been a soldier less than a year.
Last week.
I mean, it's good that you are confident in your abilities, Johannes, says Marla. That's... we all should be, honestly. And you can say that she's, by the way, she's not laughing at you. She means that.
No.
Yeah, maybe you were. I mean, you're not soldier that long, but we all did very well back then. I honestly thought that we were not going to make it, boys. That this would be our end. But Sigmar and all the other gods had different plans for us, so I guess that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You stole my thunder there, Marla. I was going to say, Sigmar be praised.
Yes, always, she says. And you can see now that she's trying to remove those 3 notches when you told her that it's amateurish. Although all of you look terrible, however the girl looks like positively demented. Terrible. I mean, you haven't bathed in probably... Sorry, can you hear me now?
No.
Oh, good.
You sound like you're underwater, kinda.
Yeah, you sound like you're drowning.
Really? Okay, wait a second.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What about now?
Sort of.
What about now?
Hmm.
Okay.
I mean, we can hear what you're saying, but it's like it sounds.
Are
like
you next to a
underwater,
magnet?
Okay, well that's strange. I didn't do anything.
Okay. Okay. Well, now you're coming in a little clearer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
There you go.
Nice. So, as I mentioned before, all of you look terrible, but the girl looks positively demented. Her hair, her entire, front of her body is just covered in blood. And it's clear that all this, all what's happened probably got to her to some degree. Which also reminds me that we need to roll for poison. How this works is... let me see. Willpower tests. I think all of you at some point were wounded by it, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so starting with Gustav. Gustav, roll me willpower, please. You've passed or not?
Check.
You have pretty high willpower.
I'm gonna check real quick. Willpower is. God damn it. 65? What did I roll?
You rolled 60, but unfortunately you have minus 10 because of your sickness. So you failed. You can reroll that if you want.
Yeah, I'll use the luck to reroll that.
Okay, sure.
I don't want to get bigger.
Nice.
Hey.
You've passed.
Hey.
Very well. Very nice. Johannes, now it's time for you to roll.
Does resistance to poison help?
Yes, it does. Of course. Your willpower tests with minus 10%, of course. Okay, yeah, you've passed. No problem. Lambert, what about you?
Can I get my
I'm going to luck that. No, I'm just fucked.
You gain
Marienburg, guys.
you gain a single insanity point because for after the battle ended and through, let's say, the entire first day of going through the caves, you had some very unpleasant, very lurid hallucinations. Mostly mostly sounds, not exactly sights, but still it was incredibly unpleasant. Gustav, you were saying something before?
Yeah, I actually passed the first time with.
Oh, okay, sure. In that case,
and I only have 1 luck these days, so could I get my luck back?
Of course, yeah, sure. If you pass it with resistance, yeah. If you pass it with resistance to poison, sure thing. I'm going to roll for Marla because she was also wounded. I think she passed. I will double check, of course, because she has. She failed by 1. So I'm going to. She has resistance to poison. No, so I'm going to reroll that. She still has fate, which means she still has luck. No, so she also gets a single insanity point. For a total of 3 right now. How many do you have, Michael? By the way.
Insanity points.
Mhm.
My only 1.
Okay, nice. So
I should have 2, right? I've burned a fate before.
insanity, not luck points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. So just the 1.
Okay, sure. So let's say that this strange talk about notches on the blade was because of it's probably because of the insanity. Sorry, of the effects of the poison. Right.
I got 5 insanity points.
Yeah. Remember, when you get 6, you test for illness, unless you have I don't remember what it's called in English. It's I think strong-willed. Yeah, it's strong-willed. In that case, I think you go to 8 or 9 and then you test. But yeah, I don't think that any of you has strong-willed. So maybe I'm wrong, of course. Okay.
Even the doctor can do to treat the poison.
No. It's the poison is very fast acting, and you don't really know that it works like that. Just it's a poison from the frog, from the Lustrian tree frog. You would be able to treat a poison that is like long time working. A poison that actually kills you over time. But this thing is probably more like an attack of mania, something like that. Perhaps you are not even able to connect it with the weapons of the skinks. So anyway, it takes 2.
You just see Lambert like every now and then like ducking because he keeps hearing the sound of the dark elf crossbows every now and then.
Probably. I would also probably say that Lambert perhaps hears imaginary screams of his family members. That's because remember, getting even a single insanity point is a big thing. That means that you are sliding towards madness. This is not just headache. This is serious. So, for example, in Lambert's case, he probably, as you mentioned, Michael, tries to dodge dark elf crossbows. In case of Marla, she probably like huffs and almost like growls from time to time, flexing her fingers on the hilt of her blade, which is very unusual for her. So it takes 2 days for the survivors of the expedition to make their way down through the dripping subterranean gloom of the caves, rationing their torches to avoid being left in total darkness. Every step of the descent, all ears are listening for the sound of pursuing lizardmen behind them, but for now, it seems you are alone. On the morning of the 4th of the month, Sean, please, I forget, because the months here are different than Nachthexen, okay.
Nachthexen.
On the morning of the 4th of Nachthexen, the expedition finally re-emerges into the open air at the foot of the plateau. The captain and the colonel allow no rest, leading the way into the jungle as they look to retrace their steps back to the river Kurweza. It's very funny in Polish, actually. It's not long, however, before the expedition finds they have company. A shout from the rear of the column raises the alarm. Circling high above the tops of the trees are 6 shapes, seemingly shadowing your path. Every one of you, please roll me +20 perception tests. Also remember you don't have to roll for the heat right now, just basic perception, please.
So +20 on that?
Yeah, plus 20, but minus 10 because of the illness. Nice, you've passed.
So 41 under a 77.
Yeah, you've all passed very well. Your eyes are keen, boys, and when you look up, you can see that the creatures flying above you, the 6 creatures, are some sort of large winged reptiles with long, beaked heads, and each one is ridden by a skink on the creatures' backs. Outriders, spits Neuvold, scouting for those beasts at the pyramid. Sigmar's breath, we couldn't have had longer before they found us. Striding into the middle of her men, she points up at the circling shapes. 6 crowns for any man who brings one of those monsters down. Now, Sean, you have a new rifle. Because let's say that you were given a rifle of one of the fallen men. So let's say that you probably left your old one. It was basically very dangerous to even carry it anyway, so they either Axel or Horse told you to leave it, so you have a new rifle.
Okay.
What this means is that you can shoot one of the creatures if you want. They are rather high, but you guess that it would be possible to hit it. Those of you who want to shoot them, of course, you can do that. Michael, I know that you also have, gunpowder weapons.
Yeah, but a pistol probably can't reach that, can it?
Pistol, no. I would say no. However, let me quickly check one thing.
Somebody's got I could use a handgun.
You would need to take it from one of the soldiers, from one of the mercenaries.
I could use a bow if somebody's got a bow.
No, there are no bows here. The sailors. Wait a second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. What is the range on your pistol, your maximum range, Michael?
32.
32. What this means is that you can fire at maximum range. How this works is that all of you can essentially fire at a target that is twice the distance away from you. However, first you need to declare aim action, and then it's at a total of minus 10 weapon skill, ballistic skill, without a plus 10 from aiming. So it is possible. Because those creatures, they are flying relatively low. That's what this means, Michael, is that if you wish, you can fire at them as well.
Are we really wanting to... Do they already see us?
It's obvious that they are circling above you, that they saw you. Remember, you are. This is a column of soldiers and sailors. You don't have to fire. I'm just saying that the captain, told her men and everyone that she offers 6 crowns to anyone who brings one of those monsters down.
I've got 2 pistols. That's a chance for 12 crowns.
Okay, so and Johannes, you also want to do that, right?
Yeah, as long as we've got extra handguns to jam, I'm your man.
So we are not going to roll initiative because I think that Lambert will always be first, right? I presume that Lambert has
pretty much. Yeah.
Agility 66 and Johannes has agility 46, so it's impossible for you to be first. In that case, Lambert. However, in your case, I will say that the minus modifier total is minus 15, not minus 10, because of the pistols. It wouldn't be fair otherwise. The pistol has not the same, the same range as handgun. So, if you want to shoot, then by all means do. If you don't, no problem.
Well, I'm gonna shoot. We're gonna aim and fire.
Yes. You aim and fire one of your pistols first.
So I'll be at a +5 instead of a -15.
You
Right.
just roll on a flat -15. Without any modifiers, bonus modifiers. That's the thing. You are, aiming at a flying faraway target. That's not very easy to hit. Yeah,
All right, let's do it.
sure thing.
Nope. But luckily here, I did not jam. I did not misfire.
Actually, you did, because remember
I thought it was
about
on
the
95.
90. That's a good question. Let me quickly check, because the jungle rules means that you have higher chance to misfire. That said, I will check, of course. Don't worry. Where is this? Here it is. Okay. Normally, when you roll 96 or 99, the weapon misfires. That said, and now I'm going to double check the rules from the Temple of Tepok. So there are no, there are no by 5% additional. So this means is that on 91 you can roll misfire. So it's up to you if you want to reroll that or if you want to roll on the table.
Can I borrow luck from somebody, or do you want me to roll on the table?
I would say that you can buy from Marla, no problem.
Alright, Marla, I'm taking your luck.
Okay, you're taking her second luck, which means that she only has one left from being lucky. From the lucky trait. Nice!
We go.
Excellent.
There we
Awesome.
go.
Awesome. You can also decide if you want to shoot the rider or the mount. It's up to you.
We're shooting the rider.
Okay. In that.
I don't know. They are fucking weird beastmen man lizards.
Mhm.
But if it's anything like anything else in this world, horses can't talk.
Well, depends on the horse, I guess. Okay, in that case, roll me. Actually, sorry. Wait. 1 second. Before we decide if it's rider. We are using different table. Please roll D100, and then we'll see if you hit rider or the steed. We are using a slightly different mechanism. 77. Yeah, of course this is not a bot. Don't worry. 77 means that you've hit the steed. In one of its, they have like two legs, two clawed legs. So roll 2d10 for the pistol. You choose the higher number, of course. Nice. 8 plus 4, I think, or 5. 4, I believe. Plus 4, so it's 12 total. Now I need to check Pterodon's stats. Oh, here it is. 8. Okay, nice. You've managed to hit one of the creatures, and the beast, it buckled in the air. You can even hear this shrill cry of pain coming from it. As it's trying to desperately, climb higher. Now, that was your one shot that you have. Before you'll be able to fire your second shot, Johannes will fire now. Because remember, you need to aim and fire. You can't fire like 2 pistols at once.
Yeah.
So, Johannes, do you want to fire at the same one or do you want to fire at a different one? There are 6 total, remember.
Oh. That's a good question. I don't want to steal his kill.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fire at a different one.
That's a good approach. That's a gentlemanly approach. I respect that. Okay. So you have minus 10 total without any modifiers.
I would just like to be hiding while this is going on.
Sorry, Gustav. What were you saying?
I would just like to be hiding behind a rock or a tree stump or something while this is a little too close for my doom.
Sure, you're probably hiding under a tree then, let's say. Do you want to reroll that, Johannes?
Nah.
Okay. So you fired at a different one. However, your bullet, you don't think it connected. Those things are like they're not super low, but then again they are not, at a at an arm's length from you. So you've missed. However, Lambert, you still have your second pistol. You can fire a second pistol then.
I want to take down the one I just shot.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So I like, are we in kind of a clearing in the trees a bit?
Yeah, let's say that you are just. I mean, you can see those creatures right now where you are marching currently,
Right.
because normally.
I step out from the line a bit, and I just like, damn it! And I holster my other pistol, and I lick my thumb and run it along the barrel of my other pistol.
Okay.
If you know anything about shooting, I'm just cutting the haze down when I look down it, so there's not humidity playing with me as I aim.
Okay.
And I take my other shot. I was like, I wonder if you taste like chicken.
I must say that even though nice. I am slightly interested in ranged weapons in general. I think I fired guns only, like a gun only, like once in my life or twice, and I never want to own one. So
That's fair. I've fired a lot of black powder in my life.
okay. No, actually, I fired only once back in high school during the. We had those lessons. They are called like self-defense lessons. It's from previous era when we thought that we were going to fight you guys. So everyone had to be prepared, right? So.
Hey man, you might be fighting us again soon.
Yeah, I
Apparently.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's go
Yeah.
to shit.
Greenland.
How hard is it to remove this guy from power?
I don't know. You tell me. It's your president. I'm still surprised that no one. Well, no, I'm actually not going to say this online because this is quite dangerous. Let's just say that
How much oil do you guys have in Poland, by the way?
we
Scholarly concern.
we don't have any. I think maybe some like very small deposits. We do have quite a few natural minerals in the south, but that's mostly for Putin. He was grumbling some time ago that we got those terrains only because Stalin gave them to us after World War II. So obviously, obviously we should give them back, right?
Yeah, of course. Only because Stalin moved Poland over.
Yeah.
To the west, several kilometers.
Yeah. Good guy Stalin gave us natural resources just for our freedom. Anyway, yeah, you've managed to hit with your second shot. Roll 2d10, please.
Yeah, 9.
I'll take that.
Okay, that was enough. Your second shot. Actually, sorry. Before we do that, you need to roll once again randomize if you hit a rider or the mount. Very good, you hit the mount, which means that you.
Still the mountain again.
Yeah, and that was enough. Your second shot hit home, even though the creature, started to climb higher. You managed to deliver the second shot into its probably center mass, and this thing just falls down, corkscrewing towards the earth. The rider falls from its back and practically free falling to its death. The creature and its rider, they do not fall right on top of you. Actually, they land somewhere in the jungle nearby. The men cheer when they saw what you did, Lambert. Black griffins mostly, who were nearby, and a couple of sailors. Actually, a couple of black griffins also tried to take down some of those creatures, but they failed miserably.
And they've got long guns.
Yeah, the mercs, they approached you and they were like, yeah, that was bloody good shot. Hail Master Halfling, he's the best marksman out of all of us. They are like slapping you. One of them, even gave you his wineskin filled with grog. to maybe take a
I'll
swig.
It's been a long fucking time.
Yeah, and suddenly you look up and you see Colonel Neuwald standing in front of you. Her face inscrutable, although you think that you see this glint of respect in her eyes. And she says, I am a woman of my word. And she produces 6 gold crowns. Imperial crowns, by the way, not Marienburg crowns. You know, they're stamped with Karl Franz's visage on one side. And she gives them to you. Karl Franz!
I just say, bygones be bygones. Praise Sigmar.
That was some good shooting, halfling, she says. If we get out of this alive, we could probably use a marksman like you. Obviously, and she looks at her men. You boys need to brush up on your marksmanship. This halfling here shoots better than all of you combined, she says. And she looks back at you, Lambert, and she says, I mean it. If you'll be looking for a job after that. As you said.
Put out my grubby small hand, see if she shakes it.
She does, even without hesitation.
All right. That's
In
good.
40,000 years, rattling snipers are born.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. In Lambert's head, in this jungle, in the heat, and all the bullshit he's been with, is like, maybe I'll bang her.
If you like SS women, essentially, because that's what she is, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Produce a 3/4
Yeah.
Anyway, of course, she's not smiling, but you can tell that she is genuinely impressed, by the way, with what you did. And behind her, you can see Axel and Horst, brothers Horst. They also cheer you up. Yeah, Lambert, you did very well. To the point that from now on, until the end of the scenario, you get a permanent plus 5% to your fellowship tests when it comes to interacting with Black Griffins and sailors, let's say. Yeah. Also add 6 gold crowns to your character sheet, please, of course.
Gotcha.
Because you've earned them. After that, let's see. After that, the creatures, they fly high, out of reach of even the surest shot. Maybe if one of you would have a Hochland long rifle, perhaps then it would be possible to hit one of them. You also notice that 2 split off from the group, flying northwest, while the remaining hold position over you. And when it becomes apparent that there is nothing further you can do to drive them off, the expedition resumed their march. The day wears on, and the winged lizards circling high overhead as they watch you struggle on through the jungle. Vegetation, right? Vegetation seems to have the vegetation seems to have grown back just as quickly as it was the first time the expedition came this way, requiring the captain's men to clear again the path they had already trodden. It is slow, hot, exhausting work. At last, a rising wind begins to ruffle the tops of the trees, cooling the sweat on the sailors' brows and driving the flying beasts away. Some of the men cheer as they see the creatures flapping away to the west, but their cheers die away quickly as they see what is coming from the east. Towering black clouds are spreading across the blue ball of the sky, dragging a black veil of rain beneath them. The expedition is about to experience the full force of the Lustrian monsoon. In minutes, the downpour reaches the head of the column. Trees bend under the weight of the torrential rain, rivulets of water cascading from the broad leaves and turning the trail into a river of mud. Still, the expedition struggles on, hauling their heavy loot with them. Looking for all the world like a drowned rat, Magister von Stiftanzer sticks close to the large crate that holds the mummified thing from the pyramid. mumbling vague words of encouragement to the man carrying it. He scarcely seems to notice being soaked to the skin. So, what happens right now is, and that's rather important for you guys. The monsoon, it's not going away quickly. It will remain for quite some time. I'm not going, of course, to say for how long, but very quickly, it's obvious to you that this weather will, will be. Will remain, like I said, for quite some time. Any gunpowder that is not secured in a waterproof container during this time becomes wet and must be dried out before it can be used to fire a gun. There is no way to to protect it without some kind of sealed container box. So my question to you, Johannes, and to you, Lambert, is: do you have something like that?
Yeah, I've got a powder truck.
As far as I know, I only have what they gave me. So if they gave me one, yes. If they didn't, no.
Okay. Sure, they gave you. Let's say that.
Load your pistols that you have a powder horn. So yeah.
Okay.
So
I have a powder horn.
Yeah, so you have powder horn. Of course, powder in the powder horn is secured. However, if you have like powder already, and probably now, Michael, you will be able to correct me here. If you have like powder in your weapon in this kind of weather, it's going to get soaked rather quickly.
Yeah, it's basically useless. You either gotta stuff a cork. You either gotta stuff a cork in the barrel or wrap the whole gun.
Yeah.
You can shoot in the rain, but it can't be like monsoon rain.
Yeah, monsoon, and this is practically a monsoon rain. So unfortunately, your weapons, unless you're going to reload them, fresh, they are the gunpowder weapons are practically not usable right now.
Okay.
Through the rains, the expedition continues its march, always trying to close the distance back to the river. Now, I would like for all of you, including Marla, for whom I'm going to roll, everyone rolls D100, and the highest roll wins. You can't roll that, this is not a test, so Gustav rolled 52, Johannes rolled 23. Okay. Let's see how well Lambert will roll. 19, nice. And I'm going to roll for Marla. 51. Gustav, okay. Sorry, what was that, Ben?
I said, I win. What do I win?
You win a roll on the jungle hazard table, my man.
Yeah.
What this means is that I want you to roll a D100 right now.
Dengue fever.
85. He rolled for a North Vietnamese patrol. Alright, as you are making your way through this through the monsoon. Through the monsoon, obviously remember the column is not super tight. Like people sometimes, they go left, they go right. It's because there is no trail, there is no like road within the jungle. So at some point, Gustav, you probably didn't even really notice, but you are practically alone, at least for some time. And as you are pushing aside a fern front, you find yourself face to face with a lizard the size of a mastiff, curled up over a clutch of leathery eggs. The lizard hisses like a kettle, crouching protectively over her brood. What are you doing? This is a big lizard. Mm-hmm.
Going far enough away where I think I could run.
Yeah, you do that. The lizard does not follow you, does not chase you. It's obvious that she's protecting the eggs. Nice. Nothing happens, fortunately. Now we roll second time. Everyone rolls D100. The highest roll wins. Ooh, Johannes 19. Gustav 85, okay. I'm going to roll for Marla. Nice, Gustav, it's obviously you are in luck. Please roll D100 once again.
I should use my only luck and make you guys reroll.
87.
Okay. We're into the same lizard again.
Yeah, reroll that, please. This is the same because Sean also had this lizard before. It's like the same lizard. It's constantly following you. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Of course, 52. Okay, nice.
Multiple times this session on a D100. I've rolled a 52 twice. I've rolled a 6 twice.
Yeah. So what happened? Let's say after during the second day of the march through the jungle, and monsoon. Of course, you stop for. You stop to rest. Normally, you try. Those of the expedition who have tents probably are able to catch at least a few hours of sleep much easier than the ones who don't. Those, of course, who don't, they try their best to find some protection under one of the large vast Lustrian trees. And so as you are after you've broke camp, after you set up camp for the night, Gustav, you're laying under a tree. Nearby are your friends, Lambert, Marla, Johannes. You can also see in the gloom some griffins, some sailors. Maybe there's Dr. Vakliger, trying to help those who are still wounded from the fight at the temple, or who are perhaps suffering from one of the many jungle illnesses and ailments. And suddenly you, maybe not here exactly, but something in the gloom, in the rain, catches your eye. It looks like this strip, or rather, like it's hard to describe. It looks like this strip of mud to your right is coming right for you. And as you take a closer look, you see that marching through through the mud in this heavy rain, there's a vast column of ants. And these are not just any ants. These are big ants, like really, really big ants. And the column, the path of it leads right through your piece of camp. What this means and how this works is that you now need I need you to roll me a +30 agility test, and the degrees of your success are the number of your belongings that you can save. Any remaining trappings with an encumbrance of 15 or less, or which are made of materials edible to ants, including leather armor, are destroyed. Yeah. For this, of course, you can reroll if you wish, because this is a test, right? So it's possible.
Okay.
+30%. However, you also get -10% from your tropical sickness. Obviously you've passed. I think.
Yeah.
81, and your agility is very quick. Let's see. 48. So 81. So it means 16, 78. So you have 2 full successes. Actually, 3 full successes, including the passing of the test. What this means is that you choose 3 items from your inventory that you can save, and the rest, remember, encumbrance 15 or less are destroyed, or which are made of materials edible to ants, including leather. So it's up to you, unless you want to reroll that test. However, if you fail, that's when things start to get unpleasant.
I'll re-roll it. That's
Okay.
do better than that.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me
better.
quick. Okay. You've rolled. Oh, nice. So you had like.
So that's my luck then, right?
Yes. Yes. That's actually much better. Good thing that you've rerolled. So 48 plus 30, so 78. So 29, 39, 49, 59, 69. Okay, so you can save 6 items from your inventory. Now think about it carefully, as I mentioned before, because this also, by the way, this also includes food and water. Just so we are clear. Sorry, actually, food and grog. At this time, you don't have access to clear water, unless you tell me that you want to drink.
Can I just take my backpack and cover everything in it?
Sure, I guess that's possible. However, you also, I presume, have something outside of your backpack, right?
Yeah, that would be like weapons and such, I think.
And your weapons, if I recall correctly, are made from wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but tell me the encumbrance of your weapons.
Total encumbrance 100.
No, individual weapons. The encumbrance of your club. I think they're 30 probably, right?
Let me scroll up here. Oh, I don't even have the encumbrance in it. I have the encumbrance on my trappings, but not where the weapons are. So it says 50 for 2 clubs.
Let me quickly check. I have it here somewhere.
It says 2 hand weapons on my belt, 100 encumbrance.
Sure. It's 50. Doesn't matter. The clubs won't be destroyed. But okay. So given that you can save 6 of your items, most of your things were in your backpack. I presume that you will save your wine skin or water skin filled with grog. You have like, I don't know, something like a hat or something like that. Brass club, doesn't matter.
I don't have a cap anymore, actually.
Also remember, unless you tell me otherwise, I presume that you guys do not sleep in your armor because it is, it is very unpleasant, and yeah. However, you have 3
armor. I guess.
Yeah, but you have 3 pieces of your armor, and you can save 6 things. So you can save 3 pieces of your armor. You can save your backpack, which means that's like 4 elements. Yeah. You wouldn't be sleeping in your heavy coat. There is no way. Although I think your heavy coat was left on the ship. I remember that you guys left your heavy coats on the ship. That you didn't took them with you. Coin per. Yeah.
Boots and water skin should put me at 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, you probably sleep with your boots on. By the way, that is actually rather. You don't. I don't think that you lose anything. You have a bedroll, but yeah, I don't think that you lose anything with that roll. Let's say that you've managed just in time to gather your stuff and move it very, very quickly to the side. Before the ants, they went through the place that you were essentially camping, and as I mentioned, those ants, they are probably, each one is the size of your, I would say, middle finger. Even in the gloom, you can just notice those huge mandibles on their heads, and there are so many of them, and they are so large that they even make this like marching sound when they trek through the mud. It is absolutely bizarre. actually, given the sound of like men screaming in outrage and fear that comes at a later time, it is obvious that the ants probably surprised a couple of sailors or maybe griffins and did some damage. But for when it comes to you, Gustav, once again run out was on your side and fortunately saved your belongings. Nice.
Work then.
Yeah, that was actually good. Now, those of you who want to do that, you don't have to, but some of you can roll me plus 20% gossip to essentially catch what people in the expedition are talking about. You don't have to roll that. Those of you who want, you can. Okay. Johannes, in that case, please roll. You've passed, even with minus 10 and plus 10 you've passed, okay. Now, Gustav, do you want to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Lambert, do you want to roll?
No, Gustav's got it. He killed it.
Okay. But remember, unless you tell me otherwise, this is what you guys hear individually, not as a group. Of course, you can tell me that you are sharing this information with the others, because this test means that you pick up some of the things that are being muttered among the sailors when the expedition makes camp each night. I'm going to tell both Johannes and Gustav the same thing because both of you had, relatively good rolls. Maybe Johannes not so much, but doesn't really matter. That lizard priest they killed up at the pyramid had magic, eh? Who's to say they don't have more? Who's to say this black weather ain't their doing? They're coming for us, and we ain't even going to see 'em until it's too late. We should never have taken that wizard's damned frog from its tomb. Everyone knows what happens when you go robbing tombs. Now we are cursed as old Kroigar. First there was the elves, then the storm, then the reaperfish, and now this. I'm telling you, mates, Manann is angry. There's someone or something among us. What he don't want getting back to the old world. That's what you hear, Johannes and Gustav. That's what you manage to catch when you stop, to camp each night. It is obvious that the morale is low, very low, and mostly among the crew, not the griffins so much, but the sailors. Eventually, on the 6th of Nachhexen, I would like for all of you to roll, and you don't need to worry about botching this time. I would like for all of you to roll me perception tests plus, let's say that plus 20. Okay.
That's a pass.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 20?
Yeah, remember about your illness. But...
no, that's not a pass.
Okay. Johannes, you are the only one, I think, who passed. Gustav, because unless you managed to do so, I don't think you did, right? With you have intelligence 63
plus 10, right?
Yeah, so I think you failed.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Johannes, you are the only one who noticed something on the 6th of Nachhexen. After the expedition has made camp, Mother Akela approaches Colonel Neuwald to speak to her. Do you want to... you can join the conversation, or if you want, you can eavesdrop. With a very easy plus 30 silent move or concealment tests, thanks to the rain, of course. It's up to you. Or you can do nothing at all. It's also up to you.
No, I'll try to eavesdrop.
Roll me either plus 30% silent move or concealment. If you don't have those skills, then you take half of your agility, minus 10 because of the illness, and you get plus 30.
Okay, so I have 16 plus 30,
46, nice.
46.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
buddy.
Okay. Because of the rain, I mean, let's face it. Stealth is not your forte, right? But because of the rain,
Nope.
you manage to get close enough to listen to what the two women are talking. Mind if I join you? Asks Akela, producing a small tin flask. This is the last of my Bretonnian brandy, laid down by the monks of Malveit Abbey. Vintage, 2473. Seemed a shame not to share it. Shifting along a little under the giant leaf that is sheltering her from the rain, Neuvold holds out her hand for the flask. As Akela takes a seat beside her, she takes a swig and makes a face, perhaps doubting the claims about its vintage. The two sit in silence for a little while before Akela speaks again. Hope I'm not overstepping my bounds, Colonel, but I wanted to say... You know, you can't go blaming yourself for what happened back there at the pyramid. Just you and your men against the whole bleeding jungle. It's a miracle any of us got out alive. We've got you to thank for that. These lizards, they're not like our beastmen back home. Neuvold grunts. You've got a lot of experience fighting beastmen, Mother Akela? Only a little, is Akela's humble reply. Saw a minotaur chained in a pit once, at Fool's Point. Men who kept it offered a price for any pit fighter that could last a round with the thing. Lot of silly buggers got themselves killed trying. She takes a swig from the brandy flask. That white lizard, though... Maybe that thing could take old Corso's money off him. Never seen anything that could fight like that. Just thinking about it gives me the shivers. She shivers. You know what the crew are calling it? The ghost. Some of them are even saying they've seen it out there in the trees. Instantly, Neuvold switches from detached and laconic to on edge and alert. Where? She demands. Oh, I didn't mean to say. I mean, it's just tales, Colonel, I'm sure. That's how sailors are, you know. Always trying to put frighteners up each other. She gives Neuvold a comradely pat on the shoulder. You and your boys, you're the professionals. If the lizards really were catching up with us, I'm sure you'd know it first. Downing the last of the brandy, she squints into the flask. Damn, she says. Out of grog. I'll have to go see about getting some more. Akela pushes herself awkwardly upright. Just, forget I said anything, eh? The old hands talk a lot of rot sometimes. Neuvold says nothing, but stares off intently through the rain towards the darkness beneath the trees. She doesn't look like she will be forgetting anything, particularly soon.
Okay.
Johannes, you were witness to all of that. You heard this. You even saw that, probably because let's say that you were, hiding behind a jungle bush, and you were able to take a good long look at this whole conversation.
So I crawl back through the mud.
Sure.
and whisper to the guys that, hey, I just heard Mother Akela say that people are saying that they've seen that white lizard dude in the trees somewhere. I don't know. I think it's bullshit. What do you guys think?
I think we would know it too. Look, I was right next to that thing. Like, you could feel the earth shaking when it walks. I don't want to be anywhere near that thing when it shows up again.
Michael, you say anything?
I'm just not as... I don't know what the word is here. I don't want to be stuck in a situation where it's just us, but if it's with us with the crew, I think we could at least handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Mara just looks at you. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I think you're right. We definitely don't want to go our separate ways here. We need to get back to the boat.
Mara looks at you and she's like, "So you think that this thing is stalking us all by itself? Is that it?"
Well, I mean, I don't think it's stalking us at all. I think it's just sailors on edge, looking for ghosts. I don't.
One right to be afraid of it, though.
Oh, sure. But I don't think they found us, because if they'd found us, they would have attacked us, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I mean, what are they waiting for? They want their mummy wizard back.
And probably all the gold that we are carrying, says Marla, looking at the leather sack that is holding some of the gold tablets that Gustav is carrying.
Yep.
I don't know that they're pterodons, but I saw them. They split off into separate directions, right?
You don't really know that they are called pterodons, remember? Just
No.
Yeah.
Like those things we saw flying, like they split off into two separate directions, right?
Yeah, all of you saw that, by the way.
Yeah.
Well-
There's got to be more than one army, guys.
Well, maybe they split up trying to figure out where we were.
Well, but didn't they split up when the weather was still good? Asks Marla. It looks like some of them perhaps went to the white lizard in question to tell him where we are, and the rest, before this damnable rain, they were just following us, making, sure to know where we are going, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I don't think we've seen the last of them. They're
I
planning something.
No.
I would prefer them over this weather, says the girl. I have enough of rain. I even miss the winter in the Empire. I can't believe that I'm saying that.
Yep. Well, I just think they I mean, of course they're following us, but they haven't caught us yet. That's what I'm trying to say. And so these rumors of seeing the ghost, I mean, they would have attacked us if they'd been close enough for anybody to see this guy. They would have attacked us.
Gustav, roll me intelligence test, basic.
Basic intelligence.
Mhm.
No minded.
I mean, with -10 to your stat, but without any modifiers.
Where's the dice roller? Oh, there it is.
You remember meeting this thing, this albino lizard named Quadzli, and of course it's it's an alien creature, right? It's not human, but the thing is that you don't think it didn't appear like it exactly uses stealth, to approach its enemies, to even maybe play games with its prey. To you, it looked like it was this archetype of a warrior, of a warrior lizard, so to speak. Direct.
Just the breathing was loud. I don't think it could sneak up on anybody.
Yeah, direct in your face, no nonsense, combatant. So to you, perhaps, what Johannes tells you about this whole thing seems rather strange.
Yeah, this
Just saying.
this thing was bred for war the way they do dogs or horses, like back in the Empire. From Marienburg.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe it.
You don't believe it's sneaking up on us?
No, I don't believe. I don't believe it's out there in the woods, looking at us and hunting us down like that. No, I think,
but
like I said.
its spies probably are.
Well, I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is if that guy had found us, we'd be fighting him right now. That's what I'm saying.
Johannes is right, says Marla. That doesn't sound like... It's like if an orc would try to sneak up on someone. I mean, I never saw an orc in my life, but I've heard that they're not exactly stealthy. Something doesn't add up here.
If I point to Johannes, I say, if your commander told you to hold a position and not attack, you would do that. And they're probably doing the same thing.
They're sitting back.
We're talking about two separate things here, though.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood the jumping off point or something.
No.
Yeah,
but,
no, because what the rumor is that the white lizard has been seen and is taunting
stalking
us or
us.
whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not that. I don't believe that is possible, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I agree with Johannes, says Marla. This sounds fishy, and the way you describe this, how Mother Akela, and she quietens slightly, like she hushes her voice. The way she spoke to her, I mean to your commander, Johannes, it's like, I don't know, it was strange, right?
It does seem like she's trying to rile her up, yeah.
But why? I mean...
Make her make a mistake.
But why make a mistake?
Yeah.
Kono Neuwald is... I would argue that she's probably the second most important member of this expedition. Without her, and without her griffins, we would all be dead. So why would Mother Akela, a priestess of Manann, would want to do... would want to rile her best chance of survival? You know what I mean? Doesn't it up?
I mean, you're raising a good point. I have no clue, though.
Yeah.
The whole time we've been marching along back to the ship, the only thing I've been worried about was, they had flyers in the air, yes, to keep track of us, but like, it's not hard to miss a fucking boat. I'm worried that we're going to get back and not be able to get on our fucking boat.
Because there will be no boat, says Marla. Yeah. Well, but we don't have a choice, right? We can only try and go back to the shore, or we could go further into the jungle and probably perish there. It's not like there's...
I can swim back to the Empire.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's not like there's any alternative. Alright. Johannes, perhaps, and you can tell that Marla is trying to finally get some sleep. She's dead tired, like all of you. All of you feel miserable, by the way, because of this monsoon.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't want to tell you what to do, but perhaps you would want to keep a closer eye on your commander. Something is fishy here. I don't know what Mother Akela is playing, but this is strange.
Yes, very strange. I agree. I will follow your advice, Marla. You always give such good advice.
That's what I'm here for.
I say keep an eye on Akela. If we can figure out a motive for why she would want to get the Colonel riled up to the point where she makes some mistake.
But be careful. Akela is extremely popular with the sailors. I think even...
I'm not going to step out and just be like, hey, heretic. No, I've already put my neck on the line once, and I just got on good terms with the Colonel. I'm not going to do that again. Also, I have a bet standing with Johannes to get my 4 gold back.
Hmm.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this whole thing, Gustav? Asks Marla.
Which part? With Mother Akela?
Yeah, with Mother Akela trying to rile up Colonel. It's like she's trying to goad her into doing something. I don't know what.
I think we need to maybe pick her brain a little bit.
That's dangerous.
that sounds like murder.
Like what? You want to approach the woman and ask, "Hey, why are you trying to go the commanding officer of our mercenary force?"
No. I'm saying we just had a major battle fighting alongside this woman. Let's maybe talk about that. Just see if she says anything interesting. Maybe she tries to goad us.
If I recall correctly, says Marla with this frown on her face, she ran like a little weasel when that huge, scaly bastard emerged from the moat. Probably it's not wise to talk to her about this particular engagement. She will probably be, well, you know, kinda irked about this, right? I know I would be if I would run like her. She's supposed to be a priestess of Manann. She's supposed to be a spiritual leader, and she left us and some of her men because she was afraid. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe she feels inadequate or something. I have no idea. Yeah.
What if one of us went to her with the suspicions about the ghost, as they call it? If sailors have been saying this, maybe we say we heard a rumor and see where she goes with it.
All right. You have
to Mother Akela?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a plan.
Well, I'm not afraid of her, but I'm not sure I should be the one to talk to her.
I mean, don't get me wrong, says Marla. Mother Akela she's very helpful, and she takes care of morale. She helped me when you remember when the trip started, and some of the sailors, actually most of them, were eyeing me. She says with this, slightly shaky voice. She kept them at bay. But what you now told me, Johannes, I don't like this. It doesn't sound right. It sounds like she's trying to do something.
Yeah, it sounded something fishy.
Well, we should at least keep an eye on her. Where is she camped?
You have no idea. It's not like each night you are able to set up the camp like the same way as before. You are in the jungle, so practically everyone just drops their things where in the place when they just stopped marching, right? You would probably need to find her. And the expedition is still rather large, even with all the losses, it's still a relatively large marching force of sailors and mercenaries.
I could do my round with the company med kit or something, and use that as an excuse to find her and talk to her.
Sure thing. If you want that, you tell that to the guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell her. I heard she saw it. What does she think?
Does any of you want to follow Gustav, or do you just let him go by himself?
I want to follow Gustav after a bit. I'll tell him this. It's like, I'm going to follow after a minute, but I'm going to find a spot close enough to her tent that I can hear in on this conversation.
Okay, so before we do that, let's take maybe a 5-10 minute break, okay? And we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, sounds good. too much work for too little meat. Fuck that.
I'm on board for it if you're in the right area for it. Like, it's very reasonable for me. If we are close to the ocean, I will buy and cook seafood because one, it's a lot cheaper. Two, it's a lot better. But like,
Yeah.
if we're like up north on the East Coast, crab and lobster all the fucking time, man. Clams too, because it's cheaper and it's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm just for me going to the buffets. I already don't like buffets because that's the other thing. It's like, well, why are you eating all of this? You should be eating the more expensive stuff. And it's like, but what if I don't like it? That's like I'm not here to eat the most expensive thing on the menu. I'm here to just eat what I want to eat.
But Dad,
yeah. So.
Have you ever had Maryland crab cakes before?
I have. I am a bigger fan of like Bayou crab cakes, but Maryland crab cakes aren't bad.
If you like crab meat, but you hate the act of like cracking open the freaking legs for the tiny amounts of meat, Maryland crab cakes are the shit. It's like little 5-ounce wads of just straight crab meat. It's fucking amazing.
I will say, their ratio is on point. Their ratio is 70-30 for like crab to cake. It's fantastic.
The cake is just egg, mayonnaise, and
it's basically just cornbread.
Breadcrumbs, basically. Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan of Bayou crab cakes, which are 60-40, but they're usually sauteing those off in the pan and serving those with something or as a garnish on something. And I like that as what it is.
Are those the ones that have the peppers and all that, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that with my crab. I like crab for what it is, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. No, that's the one, like, if I make fish St. Peter, which is, you can use any ocean fish, really, but honestly, you can do it with catfish, too. But you're making blackened fish, and then you do a 70-30 crab cake with a little bit of bell pepper, a little bit of red peppers, and a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic mixed into the cake mix. Saute that off in the pan, put that on top, and then drizzle that whole fucker in Tasso gravy. God damn.
I don't mind that so much because that's less like having a crab cake and more like having like imperial on.
Having like
it's like a
something that Carl Franz is going to eat.
Yeah, that's the star of the dish. That's just kind of, I could do that.
I mean, like something that's so rich, I'm gonna get gout.
I've always wanted to try.
Fuck, I need to go back to Savannah.
Curried crab, like coconut curried crab.
Man.
Yeah, good.
I've never been anywhere that would serve it, but I've seen it on travel shows. It looks fucking amazing.
Got a lot of Indian places here in Alabama that do like all over the place Indian places.
And they do curry crab?
Yeah, we got an Indian place and we got a Thai place that does a version of curry crab.
Wow.
Yeah, we've none of that around here. We have a pretty big Indian population in like Morrisville too. There's a ton of Indian restaurants, but I know seafood's not too big with I guess Indian restaurants here.
Well, I mean, like
they don't really have
we're kind of represented by a lot of shit here. Like we have two different Asian markets, like Asian wet market kind of markets here in town, just because UAB takes up like half of the city, and UAB is the biggest medical school in the southeast. So we've got people from all over the fucking place here.
Sounds good.
I say that like the Chen's Market in Homewood. Man, if I want to buy cheap, good, like marine protein, that's where I go. Like I can go over there and grab a couple of stone crabs for real cheap.
Sounds good.
Oh, they had Dungeness crab in there once. I didn't buy it because it's fucking overpriced, but still.
Yeah.
We had Jonah crab claws. It's like a cheap alternative.
Nah.
I like it's a weird little crab. It just has like one big claw. I guess, but they sell just the claws, and they're usually pretty cheap, like for crab. You know what I mean? But if you want like cheap little crab appetizer or something, it's not bad to go for at the fishmonger.
Little crapatizer.
Yeah, like it's like they're already split open and everything. You just kind of dip it in whatever you want. They're usually already cooked too, to be honest, like steamed.
Steamed hams.
Oh.
We up?
I don't know.
We up. Okay. I like crabs, by the way. Crabs are very tasty. Seafood in general is good. Okay, so Gustav, you go search for Mother Akela. Lambert, you follow Gustav. Right?
Yep.
Johannes, you stay in the camp?
Well, I was wondering if I should go and just voice my opinion about the white lizard to my boss, Colonel Neuvold.
Sure.
I'm thinking of doing that.
Okay, so you're trying to find the colonel. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with Gustav. You find Mother Akela eventually. You first saw her when she was, sitting with a bunch of sailors and swapping stories, making sure that the morale was at least semi-high. Eventually, she got up, laughing, and she goes on her way. So I presume that you approach her. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You approach her, you call out to her, she turns around. Oh, Marienburger, right? Gustav. No, sorry, actually, you are Dietrich Fuller, yeah. Dietrich, how can I help you? She smiles warmly at you.
I'm doing my rounds, checking for leeches. Do you have any on you?
No, last time I checked, I didn't. But thank you for your concern. She says, smiling widely. In the gloom, you can see that her teeth are still pearl white.
Is there anybody else near us, or is it just us here?
I mean, you're in the middle of the camp, but most of the people are, too busy being tired or trying to go to sleep or eating their meager rations of salt beef and pork.
I like his mentality of just like, how romantic are we right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and then take a step closer to her,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say, I've heard from some of the sailors that you said you saw that thing lurking. The ghost they've been calling it.
I didn't, she says. Some of the sailors did. You mean the white lizard? The one that you spoke to? In front of the pyramid. Yeah, yes. I've heard that it's stalking us. That it's somewhere out there in the trees, she says.
Oh, well, sailors are gonna say what they say, but as long as you haven't seen it personally, if you saw it, I'd be scared to death right now.
No, I didn't saw it myself, but I've heard that it's out there. Although I do agree with you, sailors, especially when they're tired and hungry and in a bad need of a drink, they will say all sorts of things. Perhaps it's not even there. What, do you want to speak to it again? She asks you, laughing quietly.
Oh no, I could actually hear it breathing from a mile away, so I'm fairly certain it's not in the woods.
So that's good then. Then we have nothing to worry about, she says.
Yeah, especially since you confirmed that to me. That's great. I feel a lot better.
I just confirmed that some of the sailors said that they saw it, and I'm not sure if it's true. Who am I to call people liars, right?
I'll keep an eye out either way. We're part of a military encampment here, so.
Well,
onward with my leech duty.
yes,
Good night,
yes. Good night to you as well, and don't go alone into the jungle. Who knows? Maybe the ghost really is out there somewhere, watching us. She winks at you, and she also goes somewhere else. You can roll fellowship if you wish, Brian. Actually, sorry, not fellowship. I would say perception, probably.
Perception.
Yeah. And I will roll her fellowship. Nice. That's a good roll. You definitely have a feeling that she's either not saying everything that she knows, or that she's hiding something. Probably for the first time, you thought that she was dishonest with you.
So, let me ask you this, since I succeeded. Do I think she's just having fun with the sailors, or is it possibly something more nefarious?
You can't be sure of that. What I'm going to say is that you have a feeling that whatever thing she's doing, whatever, no matter the means, whatever she's doing for her own benefit. But what is this exactly? You have no idea. It's not. You have a feeling that it's not a game for her. That it's not a prank. It's just a prank, bruh. It's not like that.
Yeah.
There is something more to her. There is something behind. There is a reason behind her saying all those things, probably especially to the colonel. You had a very good roll. You had 27, and I rolled 81 for her, so you had a very good roll. That's why I'm telling you this.
Okay.
But unless you be able to read minds, you can't really tell anything else. Yeah.
So I know she is up to something.
Yes. That's
not necessarily she's trying to kill us all, but she's obviously.
No.
There's more to this than just trolling the sailors.
Yes, there is. I mean, she already was very popular with the sailors, even before you arrived at the pyramid of Tepok, at the temple of Tepok. Actually, her position with the sailors is probably more secure than the captain's. So whatever she's doing with all the gossip and rumors about Quadsley, the ghost, and whatever she's doing with the captain, she has an agenda here. You are absolutely sure of that. But what this agenda is, you have no idea.
When I get 20 steps away or something, I'm going to turn around and watch and see if she's continuing to walk in the same direction.
Yeah, she disappears between the tents and small campsites of the sailors and the griffins, speaking to some people, kneeling next to them, sharing few words, making sure that she's that they know that they can speak to her, and that they can that she listens to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lambert, you saw that nothing really happened to Gustav, nothing bad, right?
I was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was hoping he would be able to draw her out of her tent.
I mean, she was out of her tent. She was going through the entire encampment.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that plot point completely went by me.
No worries.
If you're trying to follow her, that would be a good opportunity now. If that's what you were trying to do.
Well, I mean, we're already past it.
You can still, of course, follow her. It's not like she's trying to be stealthy or sneaky.
She never caught on to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't want to get caught as following her.
Mm-hmm.
I've got shadowing.
Mm-hmm. So roll me plus 30% if you want.
There we go.
Nice. I'm going to say that you shadowed her through the entire evening. Before she retreated back to her tent, you didn't saw anything suspicious. She was talking with the guys, talking to the sailors. She maybe swapped a few stories with Bill, talked to Dr. Vakliger. Nothing suspicious at all. Like she didn't went outside the camp to meet with someone, or there wasn't like a group that was following her. It was all the same, as before. Nothing suspicious to your eyes, at least.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Johannes, you found Colonel Neuwald at the Black Griffin's encampment. When you approach her, you can hear her speaking to Axel and Horst. Sorry, actually, what was their names? Not Axel and Horst, but Otto and Axel Horst. And you can hear her being very agitated and telling them, "I know that this albino bastard is out there somewhere. I want you to double the watch." But ma'am, says Otto, the men are exhausted. Most of us really need some rest. The trek to the jungle, I don't care. She practically yells at him. I want to make sure that this beastman that he won't surprise us in our sleep. Do I make myself clear to you? Of course, both brothers, Horst, they saluted her sharply, and without a further word, they went to double the patrols, which will be a hard thing to do because the Griffins are very, very, very tired and spent after the battle and the trek through the jungle. As you approach her, Johannes, you can clearly see that she's very agitated and very angry. So what are you going to do?
Good evening, Colonel. Good evening, Colonel.
She turns around. It's practically it's almost night, especially during the monsoon in the jungle. Even when it's early evening, it's practically dark. Of course, there are people are burning or trying to keep a few torches and maybe small campfires burning, but it's very very hard thing to do. But even in the half light, you can tell that her face is furious. "What do you want?" she asks, rather brusquely.
Permission to speak freely, Colonel.
Permission granted. What do you want?
I've heard a rumor about that I think is complete complete poppycock. And
yes.
I just wanted to be aware of it. Yes, that white lizard.
She tensed when you said that,
better word.
And you can tell that her muscles are immediately tense. Almost like a string. Yes. What about that white lizard?
Well, I've heard that there are people spreading rumors that he's out there spying on us and going to attack us in secret, and I just wanted to let you know that I think that's completely off base. That my friend, remember Dietrich, spoke with him, and we've battled them several times, and they're not subtle. they don't sneak around. They come out and smash us in the face. So I think
Go ahead. Continue.
So I think if this lizard was anywhere near, he would be attacking us right now. He would not be hiding, skulking.
Roll me charm.
Okay. Don't fail me now.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be shitting me. I'm using a luck on that.
Okay.
My only luck.
Mm-hmm. You've passed.
Okay, that.
Yeah, you passed.
Just barely.
She takes a few steps towards you. She's standing like face to face with you. You can smell her apocalyptic breath. All your breaths stink horribly. Your diet, the fact that you just walking through this jungle, drinking grog and eating meat and hardtack. It's not bad. It's not good, but
we smell like athlete's foot. I get it.
Yeah, it's like like a latrine that was standing, throughout the whole summer, full to the brim. I would say. But even besides that, you can just feel those waves of violence, of anger emanating from her. So you think that this monster, it's not out there, right? You think that it's nonsense? And who told you that, by the way, trooper? Last time I checked, you were the least experienced of us all. You didn't fought beastmen back home, right? You didn't saw what they are capable of. You know that even the largest of their kind, the most aggressive, they're wargors and minotaurs. You know that they can move silently through the forest, that they are expert ambushers, they are hunters at their core, at their inhuman core. So
I would say, while I don't have experience fighting beastmen, like you say, I have as much experience fighting these lizard men as any of us.
that is true enough, I agree. But do not assume that just because you fought few scaly beastkin here in this Sigmar forsaken land, that you are suddenly an expert.
I'm just... Yes.
I got this information about the ghost from a reliable source, from Mother Akela, one of the most respected member of our expedition, unless of course you think that perhaps she's wrong, that maybe she made a mistake. Do you think that Mother Akela made a mistake? Maybe you think that I made a mistake, or the captain. Please, trooper.
No, I feel like that she's just reporting a rumor back to you, and
so she's in the business of spreading rumors now. Is that what you're saying? She's a gossip girl.
You're telling me that she told you. I'm telling you I've heard this rumor, and I think it's incorrect, and I'm just trying to share that information with you.
You can see that she actually deflated slightly. I mean, I know that you've passed, by the way, so... And even in the darkness, you think that her face softened up a bit. I'm sorry for that. That was unprofessional of me. I didn't want to chew you out like that. Trooper Knappen. Lost a lot of men lately, and, well... that white bastard, I almost crossed blades with it. Would love to add his head to my tally. I thank you for sharing this information with me. I will, of course, take it into consideration. However, other people around the camp, according to Mother Akela's report that she shared with me earlier, they told her that they saw this thing in the trees, and I have no reason to doubt them, because, well, a beastman is a beastman. Doesn't matter if it has fur, scales, if it has wings or tentacles instead of legs and arms. They are crafty and they are master ambushers. So even if what you're saying is true, I will consider these rumors to be serious enough to warrant double watch. I'm sure that you understand.
Well, of course, your decisions are always correct, Colonel.
I don't need sycophants in my circle, Trooper Knappen. You don't need to tell me things like that. You don't have to agree with everything I say, although as long as you're part of my outfit, I will expect you to follow my orders to the letter, even if you don't like them or you don't agree with them, which I take into consideration, and no, I don't care. That said, thank you for your input and your opinion. Believe it or not, they are important to me. What my men think about this whole endeavor.
Thank you, Colonel. I'd just like to add one more thing.
Of course, please.
That I don't know if you noticed, but some of those weapons were poisoned, and I noticed that some of my comrades had some hallucinations. So we might want to take that into account for these sightings as well. That they might just be the ill effects of some of these poisons that were on the weapons.
She nods her head, and actually you can tell that she's that she didn't thought of that. Yes, good Dr. Vakliger, stinking of alcohol as usual, told us, I mean, the expedition leaders, that those smaller beastmen, they were carrying poisoned javelins and they had poison on their darts. That is true. Some kind of mind-altering substance. Indeed. And you can see, Johannes, without any rolls, that she almost thinks that maybe this is the case, but then her face changes and she shakes her head. But I can't. Maybe he's out there. Maybe he's watching. Yes, always watching. Always shadowing us. Go back to your station, Trooper. Thank you for this conversation, she says. And you can tell that the moment the seed of paranoia has been planted in her head by Akela, it's done. She listened to you, actually, and you can tell that she listened to you. That that you offer some good arguments. You really did. But Neuvold is driven. It's clear that her experience with the beastmen in the old world changed her, and because she treats the lizardmen like those creatures, it is very obvious that she won't let go of this. Her mind is, it has been made, simply put. But this whole conversation actually went rather well for you, even though for a second you thought that maybe she will get aggressive or chew you out. Actually, she listened to you, and right now you can tell that she's not even looking at you. She's actually looking behind her towards the dark wall of the monsoon covered trees, right? Which admittedly is very creepy, and the longer you look at this wall of dark green covered in rain, you also start having thoughts that there are some inhuman reptile eyes watching you from the gloom. That everything in this jungle is out to get you. That you are the intruders here. You are not welcome. You shiver, even though it's Lustria, even though it's monsoon. It's like hot and humid as hell. You shiver almost as if you would be, covered in cold rain of Old World's autumn or early spring. Yeah. So, you eventually meet at your camp. Marla is already sleeping. She got some rest. Johannes, Gustav, and Lambert, you meet at your place. Do you discuss what you found out?
Yeah, I'd never caught anything. She just walked around the whole damn camp, talking to people. Not once was there any slip from the usual Akela.
Well, I almost convinced Colonel Neuwald not to double the guard, but she's super paranoid now, and it doesn't look like we'll be able to change her mind.
Gustav?
I'm I guess sitting on a log or something with the blanket over my head to shield it from the rain, and I have a very perplexed look on my face. And I look around to see if anybody else is watching.
No one cares.
A stallion red wine.
Ooh, nice.
And, I quietly uncork it and I take a sip and I pass it to Lambert. And I say she's up to something, but I can't. I don't know what's in it for her. She really wanted me to believe that he's out there in the woods.
Don't. I mean, maybe to keep us on edge. I mean, what helps serve her purpose that she gets out of here, right? So if she keeps all of us on edge until we're off the island.
But shouldn't she, I mean, she's in a position of command. She could just practically order that or suggest the commander do it.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong, but fearful eyes are a lot quicker than people that are just looking out into the woods looking for a threat. They're gonna be the first to rat out whatever they can find. Is she bored?
I mean, initially I went out there thinking she was just messing with people, but now I think there's more to it than that.
Do they get more shares if people don't make it back?
Yeah, I mean, you all know that the less people will get back, the more money the rest of you will get, right? Because
well, then maybe that's the angle.
That's pretty evil.
That's pretty fucking I thought she was a priest of Manann, not a priest of Stormfells.
I presume, Gustav,
We
that
don't really know
you.
her that well, do we?
I presume, Gustav, that you let the wine go round and round, right, between you and the guys.
Yeah. We're gonna finish this bottle.
Yeah, this is, by the way, when you drink it, this tastes like heaven. It's not, warm, disgusting, thick grog. This is the good stuff. It's rich in flavor, almost too rich for your taste buds currently, and it just makes you feel so much better. So the next willpower test, all of you will get a plus 5% to that because of the wine. Yeah. And please continue. Sorry I interrupted, but I just want to emphasize this.
I think we need to watch her as much as we can. I mean, it sucks because we're already watching for javelins and flying reptiles and everything else, but there's something going on in the camp. I don't think we should write it off.
Well, I'm gonna be pulling guard duty, so
Yeah, maybe we could come up with a schedule. Like, who would be closest to her at any given time and try and have her covered.
yeah, I don't know.
Lambert, are you still camping with the wizard, or could you?
No.
No, and not again. No, I'm thankfully free of that awful bondage.
Von Stiftanzer, after you left, the temple, he didn't even talk to you once, Lambert.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I can
like-
see her sabotaging the expedition or our way back, but it just doesn't feel right.
Every one of you roll me minus 10% intelligence. You won't be able to botch this, so you don't have to worry. Okay, that's actually good. Okay. You are all tired, you are all soaking wet. Yes, the wine helps, but still, this weather and this place is horrible. You have a feeling that Lustria was not made for humans. You are actually pretty sure about that, and you want to be home. And you are also very, very tired, as I mentioned before. You want to go to sleep, even though probably it will be very hard for you to sleep in this weather. So I think that's what is happening right now. You simply doze off.
Put a
Yes?
cork in what's left of the wine,
Mhm.
and
Sure.
tuck the bottle in next to Marla, so she has it when she wakes up.
Sure. You probably, I would say, drank 3/4 of the wine, I would say. So,
Sounds fair.
yeah. Remember, you're not eating like well enough to enjoy, this kind of drink. Like, I mean, it helped a lot, but every time you took a swig, you thought that it would be so good to have something like a roasted pig with it, maybe some potatoes, stuff like that, some fresh baked bread. Yeah, you can almost smell the food back home. And then you try and get some sleep. On the 9th of Nahexen, the expedition reaches the Kurveza, at the point where they crossed before. Unfortunately, the heavy rains have led the river to burst its banks, carrying away the rafts they left behind. No more rafts for you. After appraising the situation, Captain van der Wiek orders half the crew to construct new rafts, while the other half forage for food. His plan is simple. Rather than just crossing to continue on foot through the dense jungle, the expedition will raft down river, all the way to the coast. It's actually much more efficient. So, Johannes, you of course stand guard with the other Black Griffins. Now, Gustav and Lambert, do you want to join the foragers or the raft builders?
I will join the foragers, I guess.
Okay, Gustav, what about you?
Foragers.
All right. Yes.
But where's Mother Akella in all this?
She's actually with the raft builders. You probably tried and and keep an eye on her all the way through. For the last couple of days, but yeah. She didn't really
stay behind, I guess, with the raft builders.
Sure. She didn't really do anything too suspicious. So let's just say. Also, it's worth noting that the monsoon eventually stopped. Right now, the river just burst, but the rain stopped like 2 days ago. Or maybe a day and a half fortunately. The sky is clear once again, although of course the jungle is even more humid than before because of all the all the moisture, all the rain. So the high temperature and so much water means that you feel like you're in a Midland sauna. I presume that they have saunas in Midland. I just made it up. Makes sense though. So anyway, you are keeping an eye on Mother Akela, right, Gustav?
Yeah, I just want to be close enough to hear what she's telling the sailors. And
Okay, please roll me +10 perception test.
Oh.
Nice, very nice. Okay, what happened is that at some point you saw her speaking to Jan Geld, to Jan alone. You remember Jan Geld? He was one of the one of the group of the Rikers IO inmates who first asked Lambert to help them break into Stiftanzer's cabin on the ship to look for a map, and then you remember that two of them died in the snake pit. You remember them, Brian, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you saw Akela speaking to Jan Geld alone, but you don't know what they what they talked about. You didn't heard that. You have no idea.
That's very useful, though.
Mm-hmm. So the next morning, after the rains have completely cleared, because maybe there was some light drizzle, even after the monsoon ended, but now the rains are completely gone, and the pile of provisions foraged from the forest for the journey downriver is growing. A sailor bursts from the tree line at a dead sprint. It is Henrik Visser, another one of the of the inmates. "The ghost!" he shouts, wild-eyed and waving his arms. "The ghost! I saw it! Ranald, have mercy, it's here!" Neuvold is immediately on the scene, her hand on the pommel of her sword. "Where?" she demands. "Back there!" stammers Henrik, pointing back into the trees. I was picking fruit and I saw it! The white beast!" "And it was alone?" asks Neuvold. Visser nods. Calling over the closest of her black griffins, Neuvold checks her weapons before turning back to Henrik. "Show us."
Nice shot.
Sorry, what was that, Brian?
Can I shout something?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I want to shout, "You would be dead." We would have heard a loud crash in the forest, and you wouldn't have come back here yelling that you just saw it. That thing was huge.
Roll me -10 fellowship.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm out of luck.
Yeah, you try to yell this.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a call.
Yeah, sure. Lambert, Johannes, you are also close nearby. When suddenly you didn't know, you had no idea that she was able to move that fast. Neuvold is in your face and holding you by the throat. "You dare! You think that you know those creatures? You think that you know how they act, how they think? You believe that you're what? Some kind of expert, and you can tell up close when you look into her eyes." By the way, she has very strong grip for a woman. She's practically choking you. That her pupils are just small pinpricks, and there's this intense aggression, a hatred, and perhaps even a slight hint of madness in them. Really?
Can I try and say something while she's choking me?
You are essentially trying to speak like that.
I might lose my head to you, but I'm not gonna lose my head to her.
She throws you down on the ground, and before you are even able to massage your sore throat, the tip of her sword is like inches away from your face. Well, congratulations, you just volunteered to go with us, search for this monster. Maybe when you see it once again up close, maybe then you understand how they think, how they act, how they work, she says. Get up, or so Sigmar help me, I will spew your guts over this jungle floor, she says. Johannes, you see all of this happening, by the way. Do you do anything?
I just, I go over to like I'll keep an eye on my friend while we search for the ghost, Colonel.
She looks at you. You keep an eye on him. He tries to run. He tries to avoid fight when it comes to it. Kill him. That's an order. If you fail to follow it, I will kill you personally myself.
Yes, Colonel.
Move out, and she yells to her men. We bring this albino bastard's head back with us to the camp. She, by the way, of course, I'm not going to, RP it completely, but she spits everywhere. She curses. Every second word is fuck or something like that. She's exasperated. She's just. It's like she's pure fury right now. Completely unhinged. And even when you look at other Black Griffins, you can tell that some of them, if not all of them actually, they probably have never seen her like that.
What are the other Reeker's Isle people or Mother Akela doing right now?
You don't see actually Mother Akela. The other sailors, they stay very far away from her and from the Griffins. They only really take. Neuwald only takes Henrik with them. And as you move through the jungle, she grills him for the information. He claims the ghost appeared alone when every time. And actually, you hear that. Both of you hear that, and that's probably when you catch a few inconsistencies, so to speak. Henrik claims the ghost appeared alone, but every time the expedition has seen him so far, or almost every time, most of, supposedly he was commanding a large number of other lizardmen. Henrik also claims to have run through the jungle all the way back, but he doesn't look particularly scratched, sweaty, or out of breath. And yeah, both of you, Gustav and Johannes, you've noticed that, by the way.
Yeah, something fishy.
Yep.
You can also roll me, both of you, -20 perception tests. You don't have to worry about botching. Nice. Okay, Johannes, you've noticed one thing. When Akela was questioning, Neuwald, when Neuwald was questioning Henrik, at one point he said that he was foraging for the fruit, but the other time he mentioned that he was actually searching for like a small game, something like that. It's like, he contradicted himself about exactly what he was foraging for. Yeah. So you are. It's clear that Kono is completely fixated on the idea that Quadzli may be nearby, And of course, she insists very unsubtly that Henrik lead her to the spot where he made the sighting. She takes him with her, 6 black griffins, including you, Johannes, and you, Gustav. Now, Michael, you back or not? If Michael is not back, then okay, he's not back. So, unfortunately, Lambert stayed behind. Now,
Lucky guy.
moving slowly through dense jungle, Visser leads the way back away from the camp. Huge trees tower over the small band of intruders in the rainforest, lianas as thick as a man's arm hanging from their mighty branches. Birds whoop and cackle in the canopy, while clouds of biting insects rise from the thick undergrowth. Further from the camp, the forest floor becomes soft and waterlogged, giving way to a weed-choked swamp. The trees thin out until at last the sun breaks through into a wide, marshy clearing. Visser comes to a halt, nervously looking left and right. "This is the place," he says. "I don't see anything," says Neuwald, scanning the tree line with her hand on the butt of her pistol. "Where did you see it?" "Somewhere over there," says Visser, pointing out to where the water grows deeper. Warily, Neuwald motions for her soldiers to spread out and search. They have not got far when what appeared at first to be a great sunken boulder moves, lifting a great three-horned head out of the water. It is a massive reptile, built like an ox but many times the size. Its mouth is a crushing bird-like beak, and a huge bony crest rises from the back of its wedge-shaped skull. Weeds hang from its curving horns, swaying in the air as it focuses its beady eyes on the intruders in its swamp. A deep, lowing rumble emanates from deep in its barrel chest. "Manann, save us!" squeaks Visser. "Every man for himself!" Without a second's hesitation, he turns and sprints back into the trees. So now, let me quickly do one thing. Just wait a second. I need to upload a few things. Yes, Lambert is actually lucky that he stayed behind, I kid you not. That's how this thing looks. I think you all should see it probably on the main on the main screen.
Megadon.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you were left at the camp, Lambert. Things happened. I didn't want to, imply that you would go, given that this part now is going to be rather hairy. So that phone call probably saved your life. I'm of course joking, but you know what I mean.
Well,
okay.
On that same note, I'm gonna have to bounce out of here pretty soon. I gotta go pick up.
Yeah, we are probably ending in maybe we'll just roll for initiative and then do this next time.
Okay.
Or maybe if you need to go, Lambert, then we'll play for 10 minutes more with the guys and then finish this next time.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do the initiative.
Yeah. First of all,
I have to get it in the notes.
Sure. First of all, the colonel shouts a ringing order for her men to stand their ground. What this means is that all of you and the Black Griffins get a plus 20 bonus to their terror tests. And so I would like for all of you, Gustav and Johannes, to roll me terror tests. Willpower, you have plus 25 because remember 5 plus 5% from the wine. But before you roll that, and this is, you need to roll for hit tests. This is important.
Oh, heat test.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me quickly see. Yes, toughness test. You've no, you.
-10 still, I still fail.
Yeah, unfortunately, you failed. Gustav, you roll, please. Okay, so what this means? That's it. You didn't have the botch. What this means that you have additional -10 penalty to all statistics for the rest of the day. Yeah, heat and humidity. And now I would like for you to roll me terror tests plus 25% willpower, but -20 for your illness and your hit tests.
So +5 essentially.
Yeah, essentially +5 exactly. Nope. Remember, if you fail terror, you run and you get an insanity point. So if you have, if you can reroll that, perhaps this is something to think about.
I cannot.
Okay. Now, as much as I mean, I sometimes will allow you to use Mara's luck. However, I don't think that using luck from her lucky talent would be fair. This is like, her innate talent, so to speak. So sadly, not this time. What this means, Gustav and Johannes, you gain a single insanity point each.
Oh wait, it was +5 you said, right?
Yeah. You passed?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
willpower 5.
okay, but remember about but remember about the heat and humidity, right? You have 65 willpower, yes?
Yeah, and then it was plus 25, but it was -20 with the
yeah.
heat, right?
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
+5 total, yeah.
yeah. So you've passed.
So
Excellent.
under 7.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, Gustav. So Johannes, only you get a single IP. How many do you have right now?
Now I have 6.
6. Okay, you don't have strong-willed, right?
Nope.
Or whatever it's called. Okay, well, let me quickly check the insanity. Insanity.
I'm afraid of Stegodons. I have an irrational fear of Stegodons.
Perhaps. We shall see. Okay, so test me willpower, please.
-10, that would still pass.
-20. Remember, you have -10 from your. Yeah, you have -20 from your from permanent tropical illness and -10 from today's heat and humidity. So remove all 6 insanity points from your character sheet. You gain an insanity.
Okay.
That said, I will not tell you which one. Tell you what. If you have any ideas what kind of insanity would fit you, then you can contact me before our next game and maybe propose something.
Okay.
Remember, this should be like for example, becoming an arsonist right now would not make any sense, right? But perhaps having an irrational fear of the forests or something like that would. If you won't be able to think about anything, or maybe if you think about something, but I will say that that's not really fitting, then I will tell you what you will get. But I think that you will be able to surprise me with something, Sean. So think about this, and before our next game, contact me. You can check the insanity list in the rulebook. There are also fan-made lists, so maybe you'll be able, to pick something, or maybe you'll be able to think about something. And you don't have any more insanity points, you lose them all. Just remember, 3 insanities and your character is out. Even if you still have fate points, if you collect 3 insanities, you can no longer play your character. It's completely insane and simply unplayable. Okay, so what this means is that you break. Johannes, something inside you breaks. You saw too much. Perhaps this primordial scaly horror emerging from the swamp is just too much for your feeble mind to comprehend. And screaming at the top of your lungs, you simply run away. Gustav, you have a chance. You can stay or you can run away. You can stand or you can flee. Right now it's up to you. If you decide to flee, there will be no fight and we will not enter initiative. But I want you to tell me right now what are you going to do.
God.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to hit this bitch in the face and then turn around and run.
It's up to you. But I need to hear it from you right now before the game ends.
I'm gonna say to the commander, we were set up, and then I'm gonna turn around and run. Unless he grabs me or something.
Okay. You said it was a setup, and then you turned around and flee.
Yeah, we were set up.
Yeah, essentially that's what you did. You did this gangster mafia movie. They set us up, and then you just turn on your heel and make a run for it. Okay, in that case, there's no need to note initiative because there will be no combat. There will be combat, but not with the guys. As you are running, yeah.
XP, or you want to do that next time?
We can probably do the XP next time if you are in a hurry. So we'll end on this note. As you turn around, Gustav, you can see that Johannes is already running, back into the jungle, screaming at the top of his lungs, just a horrible sight. And even though you managed to compose yourself, you know that you would not be able to face this creature from your deepest nightmares. Behind you can hear the crack of gunpowder weapons, the roaring of this monster. It's more deep and more resonate than even the creature that you fought at the moat near the pyramid. And then you also hear men dying, but you don't look behind you. You just run back towards the camp, deeper into the jungle. And that's where we end for today. Thanks, guys. Next game, I think it should be on 25th, but tell me if it's possible.
I am going to be out of town on the 25th.
Okay.
I'll be probably out on the ocean on the 25th.
Okay. So
hopefully I don't get shot at.
Oh, yeah. Why would you? I'm
gonna be on a fishing boat in the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully bomb my boat
in the Gulf of America.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope that Pete Hexef won't decide to bomb you to hell. Okay, so when you get back, a week after that?
Yeah, I'll be back like Tuesday after that. But yeah, we can do
the
first.
Mm-hmm. First. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We
So-
can do first.
Okay, so 1st of February. Everyone's cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we go back on the 1st of February, and then I'll tell you what happened. That was a very cool game. First game of 2026. Thank you, guys, and I'll hear from you soon. Bye bye.
Alright.
Cool.
Later, dude.
Good game. Bye.
Good game.
Bye.
Bye.